Right. And then as far as the indemnity agreement, I think in the insurance indemnification agreement, I want to make sure I understand that. So, we have customers today and they'll have an agreement with a vendor that outlines, the scope of work and things and maybe some insurance stuff. And then, they get the insurance certificate outlining additional insured. So how do you see the indemnity and insurance requirement agreement either, I don't know, being different from that or sort of an additional, like a layer there?
Well, the agreement is really the key thing, the key element of protecting yourself, because as we've already discussed, the only other thing is the certificate of insurance, which literally has no real meaning whatsoever in terms of guaranteeing any kind of protection for the certificate holder, even if they're named as an additional insured. So it's the agreement coupled with the insurance policy. We should explain this. A contractor's insurance policy will typically have an endorsement in it that says that the contractor can name any entity it wants as an additional insured without having to notify the insurance company. They can agree to name any entity they want as an additional insured, as long as they do so in a written agreement before the claim occurs. So that's why we keep harping on the importance of an indemnification and an insurance requirement agreement specifying additional insureds, because it's the contractor's policy that requires that an agreement be in place where the contractor agreed to identify and name an additional insured. That's where the insurance companies could look to say, well, do I have to recognize you as an additional insured? Let me see. Do we have an agreement signed by the contractor? Is it dated before the claim? Yes. Okay, I'll cover you. If it's not there, I'm not covering you.
So, I'm the lay person on the call here, but in the event of, let's say we go back to one of the examples you mentioned before, the person on the ladder, the person in the boiler room, claim gets filed, someone's going to say, hey, where's the policy? The policy is going to say something effective like, anyone with a written contract is going to be named as additional insured, and they're going to say, where's the contract? So if you had the original contract, then you have this insurance indemnification requirement agreement that explicitly states all those additional insured. That's like a very strong corollary to say, well, here's the policy language and here's the agreement that was signed that specifically names me, the building owner, as an additional insured.
Yeah, basically the indemnification and insurance requirement agreement is specifically designed to trigger coverage for the additional insured in the event of a claim.